Peace, you too. Your boy Justice Shabazz in the building, and I just want to talk about a lot of things going on right now. When it comes to Rochester, New York, my city, the 585, we got it's a lot going on when it comes to homicides. You know what I'm saying? It's not as bad as it was last year with the homicide rate. I think we at like 33, 34 now. Last year we was at 44 about this time. So 10 homicides less than last year, but still it's crazy in the Rock 585. T-shirts ready, interested. Gunroe County, you know what I'm saying? My web series I'm working on. Not advocating violence. I'm just showing the dynamics of the inner city and what goes on in the town. But I will have other, sides, other aspects. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna break down this video right here and the situation. And it's two homicides recently, that was reported. One of the people that was killed, I knew, you know what I'm saying? But I'm speaking on this situation is something else recently. And here we go. Something that happened in the town, the homicide. Here we go.
Hi, I'm local car accident attorney Al Parisi, 888-8000. In a car crash? Call Rochester's car accident super lawyer, Al Parisi, 888-8000.
Breaking developments, police have just identified the man found murdered in the basement of a vacant apartment over the weekend in the city as 37-year-old Aaron Johnson Haygood. His body was found at this home on Avenue D
Ace.
early Sunday morning around 6:30.
My boy Ace,
Police
rest in
have not
peace.
any details of exactly
St.
how
Paul.
he was killed. They do tell us Johnson Haygood did not live there, but he hung out at the apartment, which was used as a drug house, and detectives do believe that murder is likely drug-related.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for
Crazy,
everything
crazy,
you
crazy.
love from News 8 on demand, plus exclusive.
And I mean, brothers go through things in the inner city. Brothers deal with a lot of trauma. Brothers deal with a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Brothers deal with a lot of trauma. Brothers deal with a lot of just unhealed things that happen. Hold on, y'all. Excuse me. Okay.
We're also following breaking news in Rochester tonight.
Police investigating a deadly shooting at a gas station on the city's north side. Let's get straight to 13 Web's Daniel Finkelstein, live at the scene with what we know so far. Daniel.
Crazy.
Well, that's right, Karen and Matt. We've been able to get much closer to the scene, which is right behind me on the corner of Norton Street and St. Paul Street. Police have since left in the last 15 minutes. RPD tells us around 6:45 tonight, somebody walked up to a vehicle that was parked at the gas pumps and shot a man in the driver's seat of a car multiple times. The man, believed to be in his 30s, was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect ran off and is not in custody at this time. Investigators say it appears the victim was likely targeted and this was not a random act of violence. Right now, police are talking to neighbors and working to collect any video footage from that scene.
It's a busy intersection. If there was anybody out here that has any information, that saw anything, anybody running away, any cars leaving at a high rate of speed, or anything that looks suspicious, please reach out to us.
Now, anyone with information is asked to call 911 or the Crime Stoppers hotline. That number is 423-9300. Reporting live in Rochester, Daniel Finkelstein, 13 Webs.
Jew. They got the Jew, Finkelstein.
Generic Viagra.
They got the Jew, Finkelstein. He almost sound like the dude from remember How High? It's Officer Finkelstein, right? He had the same name. That's funny. But nah, this not funny though. This is I always say we have a dark cloud over my city, Rochester, New York. And don't get caught up in the name. You see Gunroe County and you're like, oh, he's promoting violence. I'm not promoting violence. I am showing and, painting a picture of what goes on in the town, in the 585. And you have some type of activities. There's going to be some shooting. In the inner city, you're going to have some violence. It's going to be homicides. It's going to be violence, drugs. But, end of the day, you don't always have to portray violence. You don't always have to show that side. You can show positivity, and I get it. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of positivity, positive messages in the web series as well. I want to do other projects, though. I want to do comedy, action movies. I want to do hood movies, of course. I want to do horror films. And I also want to sprinkle and talk about the culture, our history, melanin rich people history. You know what I'm saying? And not having it depict upon how his story, but our story, and really, you know, how we narrate in the story. Because Hollywood, they're always going to promote certain narratives and promote certain agendas when it comes to our people. So it's good that we have our own films, our own independent films, our own stories, our own ideas of what's going on. Spike Lee did a good job at first, but as soon as he put Malcolm X out, you notice they pretty much got rid of him. Spike Lee ain't made a movie ever since Malcolm X, if I am mistaken. If he did, it was nothing near the angles of the movies he used to do. But yeah, I want to say rest in peace, my boy Ace, man, from St. Paul. I remember Ace, man. Ace was a good kid. He just got caught up in the jaws of the inner cities, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to trying to make money, you know what I'm saying, trying to survive. And I know his mom personally, and I ain't gonna spread her business, but you know, he didn't have the balance, the man, woman, and child that a lot of us have and don't have in the inner city. You know what I'm saying? It's not all fun and games. It's not all the Cosby Show when it comes to black people's experience growing up. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a foster home. Be honest with you, I've been in a couple foster homes in the system. And Tyrone, you funny. My name is Justice, by the way. Ain't no Tyrone. And I grew up in the inner city, and I grew up in the foster homes as well. And now the system dealing with different stigmas, and it's mainly what I think a lot of us deal with growing up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us growing up, I think we pretty much had to survive. If you didn't have a mom or dad who had money that was able to provide for you and give you finer things in life, you had to stand up like a man and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy though, the things we had to. Since you want to talk junk, Gojo, hit the Cash App. Justice 2K23. Hit that Cash App and send a couple dollars and stop being a clown. It's always a clown that pop up on the live once in a while and gotta say something retarded. You know what I'm saying? Well, get off my live then. Don't come on here being an agent. The hell you on my live for, Gojo? Look, sound retarded. It's always one retarded person that got to come on the live and mess it up. You know what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't say none of that in my face personally. You would never come my face and say anything like that because you'll get pounded out. All right. So just hide behind your keyboard and keep being a clown, a lame. But anyway, like I was saying, they identified the brother, you know what I'm saying? It looked like a brother that was young that passed away in Avenue D, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, you like my hair, don't hate. Peace, peace. What's good, my boy Andre? You remember Ace? Ace passed away. That house on Avenue D where they found the kid dead in the front apartment in the basement. That was Ace, man. Ace. Get your t-shirts, Gunroe County. I got them in white, got them in black. On the front, it say Gunroe County. On the back, it say 585 with the Rochester, New York skylight. Support your boy, man. Tree, what's good with you? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I said, I was rudely interrupted. It's crazy in the town. And it's somebody else passed away downtown early this morning. I seen the yellow tape, and they said it was somebody else that be out there on Main and Clinton. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Ace, rest in peace, man. Another St. Paul soldier gone. Too young, too soon, right? Check this out.
An elegant touch for an everyday meal. Vanity Fair napkins. Elevate every day.
Breaking developments, police have just identified the man found murdered in the basement of a vacant apartment over the weekend in the city as 37-year-old Aaron Johnson Haygood. His body was found at this home on Avenue D early Sunday morning around 6:30. Police have not released any details of exactly how he was killed. They do tell us Johnson Haygood did not live there, but he hung out at the apartment, which was used as a drug house, and detectives do believe that murder is likely drug-related.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive.
Yeah, that's sad because Ace had a lot of Ace had a lot of potential, and I used to tell Ace if he would mess with me, because I had the music going, the studio. I told him if he dealt with me, I could have had Ace to be a star. I ain't gonna say be a star, but I could at least showed him something different. But Ace was caught up in the streets, and then Ace got caught with that charge. He did that bid, and it was like it was downhill from there. He never really came back around since he did that bid. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. Something else I want to talk about is this lady. What's her name? I was looking up. This lady who did the movie Wicked. This black lady from the UK. It's like I gotta look her name up. Give me 1 second. It's good, Big Tree. You gotta cop one of these T-shirts from your boy. Support the business, black entrepreneur business. But yeah, let me pull up this lady name because something else I wanted to tap into if I can find my other phone. Yeah, Ace, you know, he had his pros and his cons, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, R.I.P. Young Dolph, definitely. R.I.P. all the fallen soldiers. You feel me? The list goes on and on. What about the people that was killed in gun violence, or RPD? Let's say police departments, government officials, are people that was killed under their watch. You know what I'm saying? What about them, right? All right. It's just like I said, man. It's a sad day and time we in right now, where we go so hard on each other, far as King Von. Well, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna say F King Von. He was a human being. He had a right to live. He had a right to enjoy freedom. And I mean, he probably had a past. He probably did some dark things. But you know, we all had our dark sides. We all have our transgressions. But he didn't deserve to die. You know what I'm saying? What's the deal, Tree? Caught one of these T-shirts, man. Gun Row County. Matter of fact, let me grab a couple just for you to peep. Cop a couple of these T-shirts. You feel me? Support your boy Just Ice. You know, we go way back, man. The trenches. You got, you know what I'm saying, Gun Row County on the front, like I told you. You feel me? On the back, we got the skylight, Rochester City skylight, and the 585. You know what I mean? Got them in white, large, got extra large. Like I told you, on the back. The front, I mean, this is the 585. No, Gun Row County, I should say. On the back is 585. This is one of my original shirts. I didn't have the skylight on it. But I got a couple with the skylight of Rochester, New York. You feel me? Oh, do I got any more black? I might have one more black if I can find. Okay. Here we go right here. It's basically what I was saying. Front, you got Gun Row County, right? On the back, you got the 585 and the Rochester skylight. Got them in large, you got them in extra large. You got black, got them in white. Support your boy. Where are you living? Don't matter where I'm living, bro. Wait, come on with the weird shit. Fake watch. Come on, bro. You about to be out in my live with the retarded shit. There's always these fake thugs hiding behind the keyboard. You know what I'm saying? You won't pull up. Fuck out of here. It's always them dumbass YNs. Get them out of here. Yeah, goodbye, YN. Get the fuck up out of here. Remove you off my chat. Your mama weird, faggot. But yeah, end of the day, it's just, you know, it's crazy times we living in. Crazy times. I'm at your mama house, youngster. How about that? Sucker, you know what? Get him out of here. You be removed. It's always these YNs, always one. And that's what I'm saying. We go so hard on each other with the fake gangster aggression. Why can't you use that same aggression on the real oppressor, fool? But end of the day, like I was saying before, it's a dark cloud in the city. You feel me? And it's like we really have to just, you know, got to move smooth. You know, stay dangerous, but move smooth. But you got to be careful because it's always a hater in the midst. It's always some negative energy, negative entity that want to take your shine, that want to knock you off your square. You feel me? It's so many demons in Satan's army, and it's hard to really maneuver, but it's possible to make it. But you got to surround yourself around positive people people that's winning, that's doing positive things, that's doing good things. It's always some negative clown that wanna, you know what I'm saying? Try to just, actually pretend to prove his point until they get busted in the face. Everybody tough till they get busted in the mouth, like they say, right? But end of the day, just keep it going, right? But no, it's something I wanted to build upon. It's a lady name. If I can find this lady, I probably can't even find her name now. Believe her name was, I don't know. It just looked weird. This lady, like, they got the agenda they got right now is so crazy. They got women wanting to be men or portraying an image from women to be a man. And then they got men wanting to be a woman or portraying an image to make them be a woman. It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I don't know what the hell going on my phone, but it's just like, and it's like everybody watching you one way or another. The government ain't watching you. You know what I'm saying? Nosy neighbors watching you. Even your damn, whoever you're dealing with, you got to be careful with. But I want to bring back the positive energy, the positive vibes. You feel me? What happened with that? It's just bananas, though. Okay, let me find this lady name. Her name was, give me a second, y'all. Part of self. Had to get some clowns about my life.
Expressing feelings about gender identity and presentation. Would you like to discuss specific aspects of this topic or share more of your thoughts?
Why are they, look at this. I was talking to my live and it's crazy. And you got my phone talking to me about some craziness. All right, that's crazy. That was crazy right there. That was crazy. All right. I see why some people don't even come on. When they do lives, they hide in the cut or they play, behind the scenes. Because it's too many, it's just too much, man. You got to deal with. What the heck is this lady name? Let me find that lady name and I'm going to get right back with y'all. From the UK, here she go. Cynthia Erivo. There she go. Let me pull her up. It's interesting, though, how they make, you know what I'm saying? Men, woman, and woman, men. Why people can't be their natural state. Why a woman can't be her natural woman, feminine, being. And why can't a man be his natural masculine man? Why they got to flip stuff all around, all the time, to confuse you, right? Cynthia Erivo is her name, right? And it's really, like I said, it's a way to confuse people because it's a war going on and it ain't the war you thinking. Let's see what I am. Yeah, it's her right here. So she's a British actor, right? She's a British actor, but they got her dating. Okay, she was in the movie Harriet. Got to know what the gender behind that Harriet movie. And then they had her under the movie Wicked. So I mean, come on, like, what in the world? Cynthia Erivo's. Yeah, I don't know. She got a Grammy, but you could tell that they done broke her in. So let's look at this right here real quick.
Why does 38-year-old Cynthia Erivo suddenly look like she's aged 20 years?
Crazy.
No one realizes that her body has undergone 3 heartbreaking changes for her role in Jesus Christ Superstar. Recently, Cynthia took on the lead role in Jesus Christ Superstar. Many netizens have commented that she looks visibly unwell, and she even cried uncontrollably at the end of her performance. This small detail reveals
She's
3
obsessed.
shocking changes in Cynthia. First, her eyes have become hollow. A nearly 2-hour performance left Cynthia utterly exhausted. To portray the role well, she poured her soul into the performance to the point where she could barely distinguish between.
You notice what she said? She poured her soul into this. Okay, heart and soul, we get it, but was that literally or figuratively? Because when you're dealing with Hollywood, you got to put your soul. You have to sell your soul. You know what I'm saying? So how much soul did she put into it? And was it from a good place? Was it positive or was it negative? You know what I'm saying? You always got to wonder when they use the wording, specifics.
Reality and fiction. Some fans, feeling sorry for her, said that Cynthia was being tormented and exploited right in front of our eyes. Second, her bones have become prominent. She was once famous as a fitness enthusiast, but now she looks like a walking skeleton. All of this is to fit the needs of the role, but some fans are worried that Cynthia is ill because she looks sickly. Finally, the massive amount of time required for rehearsals and performances has forced her to turn down other work opportunities and miss out on time with fans. Why does 38-year-old Cynthia...
So Cynthia Erivo is her name. Cynthia Erivo. Why does Cynthia Erivo look so sick and look so like she's losing weight and all that? You know what it is? Because she's possessed. Once you get in Hollywood, they start giving you a couple dollars and you get to that superstar status, you have to do certain things to sustain that money, to sustain that status. To sustain that status, you have to do certain things. And if it ain't sacrificing, if you're not doing no gay, you know what I'm saying, agenda movement, if you're a female, you might have to do a little bit of if not sexism, you have to sell your soul in other ways. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like they're trying to mold and shape her into be masculine, which is not her true state. You know what I'm saying? So she knows she sold her soul. She knows that the elites, you know what I'm saying? She took that oath and she chose the door, like Nori say, and Hassan Campbell mocks and mimics. But that original saying came through Noriega when he was on Vlad TV. He talked about the door, and there's a door, always a door that you have to walk through. You know what I'm saying? Nori said you gotta left. He seen some gay shit going on. He didn't go that way. He turned right. He saw some sacrifice and shit, and he said he went straight. And he made no money ever since. Far as like he sell out shows, arenas, getting big bags when he didn't go that route. But I feel Nori took the oath. I feel he went through a door. Drink Champs, it's a lot of money involved in Drink Champs, and he makes a lot of money, a lot of streaming income. But I'm pretty sure he went through a door. I'm pretty sure. And it's a certain propaganda you have to promote when you know what I'm saying, in a certain money bracket, things you have to do, things that's required of you to keep that success. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know really what else I want to build on. You feel me? Something else I was thinking. My boy broke down. I'm gonna go with my boy Professor Black Truth because he broke down this topic real well, dealing with Cynthia Erivo, right? So let me find that for y'all real quick. And we're going to check this out right here. Fair use, fair use. Shout out to my boy, Professor Black Truth. He always has the rundown, and he always has the great analysis of topics. And let me hear his breakdown. When she made Wicked, I guess she felt that she had to stay playing that role. Let's see his breakdown. Professor Black Truth. You got a good breakdown of Cynthia Erivo. Cynthia Erivo listed among GQ's. She was considered Men of the Year.
If you're not already subscribed to this YouTube channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button now, along with the bell icon, so you can be notified whenever a new video is posted. And if you're already subscribed, check and make sure that YouTube hasn't unsubscribed you. And of course, be sure to give the video a like as well as share it. This is crazy right here. Crazy. The white supremacists hate that. And now, the Sunday address.
Shout out to my boy, Professor Black Truth.
You want to know why it is that practically all forms of popular media are in decline? It's things like this. The white media's campaign to make Cynthia Erivo a thing is still ongoing, and it turns out the thing they want to make her into is a man. I guess in a way that does make sense. Cynthia Erivo's femininity, such as it is, has always been woefully deficient. But British GQ has decided they're going all the way with it. They've made her their Man of the Year. And while I do agree that there's nothing feminine about Cynthia Erivo, it's still a fact that they're using her as an avatar for black women in general. Right. And while I'm obviously not going to be sticking up for Cynthia Erivo, instead I'm going to be sticking these verbal daggers into her, the reality is the white media is holding her up as an avatar for black women in general.
Right.
This is a total slap in the face to black women.
Slap in the
That's what it's
face.
to be. It also speaks volumes about how these white supremacists outside the U.S. feel that they can just spit in foreign black people's faces, especially foreign black women, and just be able to get away with it. In order to call themselves sprinkling sugar on crap, they decided that the article about her for their Man of the Year piece was going to be The Defiance of Cynthia Erivo. Defiance, really? And then when you read it, it basically talks about how she decided that instead of having CGI make her face green for Wicked, she would wear face paint instead because she wanted to see herself as being green. Oh, how defiant. Defiance from a woman who made a career out of crawling on her belly and attacking foundational black Americans while at the same time having Hollywood give her roles playing as us, and even Harriet Tubman. This woman has not defied anything except for black solidarity and basic decency. And after the Harriet movie crashed, Hollywood put her on ice for a couple of years. Then they quietly brought her back with that Wicked movie because it gave her a role where she could be hidden under a ton of makeup. And it was a big budget CGI musical, one of those movies where the set is the star, the special effects is the star, and not the talentless fool in green face paint and the Party City quality witch costume. I haven't seen the Wicked movie, and I could care less about it. If the thing made money, I guess it's the triumph of effective marketing, because it dang sure ain't the talent of the woman who's in front of the camera. But this is what Cynthia Erivo does for a follow-up, and that's how you know there's a program at work here.
Exactly.
Whenever the white media gets these clowns and decides to put them on, there's always this janky crap that goes right along with it. They're the main ones out there doing it. And here you thought that Hollywood stopped its attack on black women's image with the woman king nonsense. Never mind the fact when we have a word for a female ruler, it's called queen. But some Negroes are so silly, they try to take blatant insults and convince themselves that it's positive somehow. And the white media will play to this psychological weakness by telling you that, oh, it is defiant. Cynthia Erivo is so defiant. Yeah, a defiant man. Family, let that stand as a lesson to you. Do not ever let anyone give you a backhanded compliment, and then you try to tell yourself it's not as bad as all that. Viola Davis was out there talking like a fool when it came to that woman king thing, saying that she basically wanted the woman king to be her Black Panther. She thought that it was going to take her to the next level. Really? You're sitting here portraying a group of individuals who are instrumental in the slave trade. And on top of that, the entire point of the movie is to have a bunch of black women stunting around as if they're a bunch of dudes. This is not something that builds black women's
Cynthia Erivo.
tear black women's image down. Hollywood keeps putting out these big budget smear campaigns which laugh in black people's faces, portrays black women as being the enemy of black society, portrays black women as being men, and I'm supposed to think to myself, this is some sort of compliment? This is doing a favor for the image of black people? No, it does not. This is devaluing and ultimately erasing black women is what they're doing across the board. Because
Exactly.
if you can legitimately, or at least without somebody getting angry at you, say that, yeah, black women should be the man of the year, then why bother even acknowledging that black women exist? You've effectively erased them. And if some idiot calls themselves saying, well, this is an honor, don't you know, then why didn't British GQ decide to give a white woman this honor? Why didn't they find some transgender to give it to? Now, they didn't do that because that would have set off a firestorm of controversy, especially in the current political climate. Why didn't they choose to do this with an Asian woman? Or even a light-skinned black woman for that matter? No, they made sure to pin this one onto a dark-skinned black woman. That was the entire point. The kind of dehumanization that a lot of you thought these white supremacists were too shy to do now, well, they're showing you they ain't shy at all. They were just waiting for the right mark to put in front of the camera. And with Cynthia Erivo, they found a hell of a mark. The white media spent years setting the stage for this. Every time you look up, they have a TV show or a movie, and if there's a black person in it, they made it a point to make sure that black person was LGBT or otherwise something other than heterosexual. That was them tiptoeing their way toward this. And where black women are concerned, they're openly declaring black women don't exist, and that their puppet is a symbol of defiance. That's 2 lies for the price of 1. And they know what the response to this is going to be, so don't expect them to be giving wall-to-wall publicity and coverage to this, but do expect that there's going to be a few of their little flunkies and sock puppets on their on-air TV media who will be saying, oh, this is such a great thing, think outside the box, oh, how powerful. Obviously, the black masses didn't sign on for this crap. Obviously, the black masses didn't ask for this and don't even want it. This is white power doing what it always does, giving itself permission to carry out some attack on black people's image. That's what they always do. So, well, we're going to...
Everything he's saying is facts. They do this all the time when they trying to sneak this, you want to call it, or take a jab at foundational Black Americans. They put your own people and they smear campaign you. You know what I'm saying? With the slap in the face. Remember with H&M when they put the monkey on there? Remember they did it with a couple fashion designs brands. They did little black faces and little shots in the face, throwing jabs of hate. You know what I'm saying? But they call it satire. You feel what I'm saying? But end of the day, I'm just saying it's crazy how they do our people. And people would do anything for money, sell their soul. They'll be the laughing face of the joke for the day. You know what I'm saying? Just for a couple dollars. All right.
Give ourselves permission to do it. The same way these white supremacists are always trying to bestow innocence on themselves. They're always trying to absolve themselves of their crimes without actually doing anything to atone for them. Same thing goes here. Nobody asked for this, but they're going to do it anyway. And as for any sort of controversy or opposition, why, we got our bought and paid for sock puppets on air. They say that they don't have a problem with it, and we paid them to say they don't have a problem with it, so that means it must be okay. That's the game they always run. Cynthia Erivo's of Nigerian descent, and I'd like to know, where are the Nigerians in Britain at, or elsewhere to call this mess out? Or are some of them too busy trying to catch a boat to London? When mess like this goes down and there's not a hard, substantive pushback by the people in question, that only serves to encourage the next and the next, and each one will be better than the one before. Man of the year indeed. And she's not outraged about it. Why would she be? She'll let the white media say anything they want about her as long as the check clears the bank.
Facts. But
the damage that it does to Black women's image, it basically says Black women are to be ridiculed. We'll hold them up as objects of derision. But worst of all,
I want to say another thing. Remember when they just put that statue in New York City? They put a statue of a black tall lady. And that was supposed to say that was like the modern day Black woman in society. That was a jab in the face too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they do everything they can to make jabs at us. And with statues and with they'll give you a street name, they'll give you all these little so-called incentives or honors, but at the end of the day it's at what cost? Why do you got all these Martin Luther King streets, Malcolm X streets after they're dead? Why can't we have a street of a living person? Why you can't have LL Cool J Boulevard or, you know what I'm saying, KRS-One Ave? You know what I mean? Or Rakim Alley. Why does a brother or sister has to be, you know what I'm saying, gone in the next level of life, in the essence, before they can be their flowers sent to them? Why do you have to die to get their flowers? That's a bar. Why you got to die just to get your flowers? Why you can't get them while you're here on earth? Why bother? All right, go back into the crazy.
All this kind of garbage racialist propaganda is meant to try to influence Black women to take part in their own unwomaning, to unwoman themselves.
They want to get rid of femininity.
Black women
period.
Power
Unless
means
it's
becoming a man. Because the unspoken message behind what the white media is doing is to basically whisper in your ear a steady drumbeat of being a woman isn't good enough. There's something wrong with being a woman. You need to try to become a man. Now, who in the world wants you to do that? A community cannot exist without its manhood and its womanhood. But if you want to sow the seeds of total chaos, just go ahead and tell them to get rid of either one. Because after all, being a woman simply isn't enough, and it's definitely not enough to be a Black woman. That's definitely not what you want to be. That's a lie that they've been feeding women, and too many fall for it. Female empowerment, to hear the white media tell it, is appropriating what they say is male power. And the white media sells women all kinds of phallic symbols. That's artificial phalluses. From cigarettes to this hyperfixation on getting degrees, even though most of them are useless now, and only saddle Black women in particular with debt. But that's what they do. The cigarette, hey, this is your phallic symbol. And you take a degree, go ahead and roll it up and take a picture with it. That's your phallic symbol. It's not true power, definitely not a woman's power. It's not women empowerment. But this is your little artificial phallus, and you can take a picture with it and say, see what I did. And no, I don't think it's a coincidence that they chose this foreign woman to make the face of the unfeminine Black woman. Every time the white powers that be have tried to fly some trial balloon to see if they could get a foundational Black American woman to do it, they always got maximum resistance. Now, something else that also needs to be remembered here, there's a reason why the white media is always taking shots at womanhood and femininity and such. Whenever they do this kind of stuff, there's a reason for that. There's a reason why when it comes to trans bathrooms, trans sports, what have you, these constant attempts to try to redefine what it means to be a woman. And that being the case, you've taken the bird of society and clipped one of its wings. That's what's effectively happened. Women need to understand that there's been a lot of these feminists and other bad actors who have allowed the definition of female to become anything at all. And as a result, it becomes nothing. That's the end result of all of the stuff that's been going on for the last 50 years. This is not gender bending going on anymore. This is just plain gender elimination. And look at
genetic annihilation.
Can a female exist without her womanhood? But I also want black women in particular to understand that a lot of this ideological infiltration that's taken place the last 3 to 4 generations, this stuff has not been harmless at all. The enemy is always watching us, family, as I've always told you. Nothing happens in a vacuum under white supremacy. We are a people under surveillance. And the enemy has looked to see were there any kind of entry points that they could spy. And they did find a number of them. The line that marks the boundary of feminine propriety has been allowed to be blurred over the decades. You got all kinds of things where, alternate lifestyles have become very fashionable and very popular with black women in church, social circles, or political organizations.
Hit that cash app. Hit the cash app. Money sign, Justice 2K23.
Male around.
Justice 2K23. Hit that cash app.
Stupid so-called Father's Day messages for black women. They only push that stuff at black women. They only try to popularize that with black women. They don't do that with other groups. They don't try to derange their internal politics. They don't try to spread that kind of madness with anybody else. Now, the failed females of the shea butter bootlick contingent, they thought that kind of stuff was cute. They were the main ones cheerleading for it. They hate black men because they wanted to be a man, and when they realized that was never going to happen, they entered into an unholy alliance with the white feminist and the white power structure, mostly the white media and academic institutions, to push these lies that black men are no good, and to prove it, they started that crap about I'm the mother and the father. Now, when you got women running around saying stuff like that, the white media started licking their chops and saying, good, now that you've already said that you're the father, let's go ahead and just eliminate the mother part altogether. You're just the daddy, period. White power was laughing its behinds off because they knew exactly how this was going to end. Yeah, it took a few decades, but as I've always taught you, white power loves a cruel prank, especially one that takes a long time to pay off. They love seeing the mark thinking that they're on the inside, the mark thinking that they're standing among friends, when in reality, they're surrounded by enemies. Everyone's laughing behind the mark's back. Black feminist operatives like Oprah Winfrey, Gayle King, Angela Rye, and others, they convinced themselves the white power loves black women, and they were gassing people's heads up with all of this phony propaganda, pretending to celebrate black female achievement, pretending to celebrate black women's success. But you saw what happened this year. There's been massive layoffs, and even though there's actually been white women who have been caught up in it, they wanted to make sure that black women were the face of, oh, here's the people who are losing these jobs the most. They wanted to make sure black women were the face of who's getting fired. That's deliberate. It was the exact same narrative the white power fed to black immigrants, by the way. Well, this year the rug's getting pulled out from under everyone. It's both disgusting and a disgrace what's being done. The white media's anti-black propaganda is disgusting, and Cynthia Erivo is a disgrace. And please don't let some idiot tell you, well, this is British GQ. It's still GQ, stupid. And on top of that, you better believe that when something of this nature happens, this is them going and trying to tiptoe up to the line. Now that they've gone ahead and done this, they're going to see how far they can push it. It's going to start off over there in Britain, and before long, it's going to be making its way over here to the U.S. in some big way. So what's going to happen is they're going to take some idiot, maybe Cynthia Erivo, probably somebody else, because they want this to spread, and they're going to give that person some sort of big write-up in the New York Times or something like that. They're going to try to make it sound prestigious. Oh, we're just recognizing that this black woman over here is a great man. Yeah, there's nothing feminine about her at all. I mean, she's just so defiant, so virile, so masculine. Spitting in people's faces and getting them to believe that it's actually raining. No cure for stupid. But this is the reason why we have absolutely nothing to do with these celebrities over there in Hollyweird. All of these clowns have sold out. Whenever they talk about blackness, they're never talking about the collective. They're always just talking about themselves. To them, blackness is a very personal thing. In fact, it's so personal that it only applies to them and no one else. And their personal definition of blackness changes depending on what white studio executive is offering them a check. And that's the reason why you're not going to be seeing any of those folks out there in Hollywood, none of them Negroes out there are going to be saying, hey, this is foul and wrong, and Cynthia Erivo needs to be shut down because of it. They're not going to be doing that. This is why the white media was pretending to be so hot and bothered about this woman. It wasn't because they thought she had talent. It's because she's exactly the kind of sniveling suck-up that they can use to take shots at us. That's the real talent that she has. To lick the white media's boots to a mirror shine and have a crap-eating grin on her face while she's doing it. This woman is shameless. And you're going to have folks out there, the usual suspects, who are going to be saying, well, you know, this is show business after all. Well, they're right in a way. It's definitely a show. A freak show. Good evening, and be one. I'd like to take a moment to mention some of our...
Yeah, and I wanted to just jump in and say he was on point, like usual. Check out my boy, Professor Black Truth. He got some good content. Definitely be breaking down stuff dealing with melanated people. And, you know... It's just a lot going on, like I said, in the world right now, and you know, from dealing with a brother in the urban community. I lived in the burbs. I lived all over. Been in private schools, Catholic schools, in the hood, and I just, you know, I'm just like, you gotta move smooth out here because we in dangerous times because everybody is just nobody know what to expect. But the tensions is tight amongst each other, amongst one another, amongst us and them, amongst, you know what I mean? Just anybody who come in your circumference, you're going to do a little check, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I had a few things to touch on, and it's another thing I think I'm gonna touch on. I don't know. Do I got time? I don't know. This is my battle rap heads. It's a good battle going on that just, you know what I'm saying? And it started with battle rap, but one of these artists specifically was in the industry. He was down with Lil Wayne and Young Money back in the days. My man Jay Mills, and he got a battle with Goodz. They battling like behind the scenes, putting on their own personal battles, attacking one another, and it's good for hip hop. You know, as long as it's on wax, right? Because that's where the essence came from of hip hop. Is when you had, you know, two turntables and a mic, the essence. Or even before that, you didn't even have the MC. It was just straight music, straight a cappella. And then they introduced slowly the MCing. And then, you know what I mean? You came with, like I said, two turntables and a mic, the break beats. Then you had brothers performing and all that good stuff. You know, the pure essence of hip hop. You know, shout out to my boy Rock City Hot Boy Bam in the building. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get the interview, like I said. Good visuals, whatever. But y'all to stay tuned. Gunroll County episode 6 be out very soon. Like I said, then it's gonna be 7 and 8. It's gonna close out the season finale of season 1, Gunroll County. And you know, I'm looking to tap into other ventures. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for screenwriters out there, any actors. Any people that's good with, you know, writing scripts, writing, you know, lighting, camera people, all that, man, we can make a team in the 585. We got to come together. You know what I'm saying? Because we come together, we, you know what I'm saying? United we stand, divided we fall. And that's all we got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's the formula. We get ready to get off this live. There's a lot going on. I got people calling. I got people hitting my jack. I got people texting me, blinging, going off. A lot of shit going on in the pad. I'm trying to, but I don't know. I might keep it going. I might keep it going. Hold on, give me 1 second. I just got to pull up something. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking about the battle rap. And this is good for hip hop. I think right here it started because this dude right here I'm talking about, Jay Mills. He battled just himself. He was one person, and he battled two people, and he kind of like he killed two people with like maybe 2 songs. That's the crazy part. Like I mean, this song crazy right here. Shout out to my boy Jay Mills. He show you how to do. He almost remind me of Nas back in the day when Nas ethered Jay-Z and Daniel State Property by himself, like the whole clique on one song. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. This joint right here is like what really show people. You feel me? How you make a track? How you go? J Mills he dissing DNA, the battle rapper DNA. Cause I mean, I'm gonna break it down how it started, but let's just go to track. Crazy.
Never. It's J Mills. Check it out,
Crazy.
though. I'm petty for no reason, I guess it's just in my. She said he rap okay, but he ain't got my. And if you pussy, do some research on you. I never heard nobody say but on that.
Fair use, fair use.
I tried to find some niggas that he wants to work with, but let's take them to church. Lord, these I try to tell them they ain't stepping how I'm stepping. I'm a lesson, I'm a weapon, I'm a teacher. Mama stretch them, mama shoot them. You gon' catch them bullets in your several. Fuck that corny shit you selling, fuck that corny shit you repping. Now I had you up in church, but it won't be for a blessing. You from Queens, only right, I make you rhyme like the Reverend. I'm from Harlem, only right, I get daddy for I dare to thank the Lord for all the questions in the culture. Disrespecting how the fuck we talking accolades when. Hey, why you sitting there with my way when y'all know damn well? Psychiatrist in the 4th grade, boy, I did that. Brain evaluation, stop me taking notes, pen and pad. My success has got you mad, try to nag you, keep the drag. I'm the post, you the trance, I'm the party, you the trash. You said ask about me, I asked, they said, word. Let me ask my blood on this nigga real quick. Yo, you good, but I'm great, nigga. Oh, you doing good? Well, that's great, nigga. You like 20 years late, nigga. This ain't no race, nigga. Ain't no finish line. I'm home base, nigga. I'm first place, nigga. You just a plate, nigga. Talking my shit just in my leather gloves or so I don't even know. Boy, you my son. Still somehow ain't got my playing with me. I do not approve that shit. Why they let that boy cross the street by himself when they know? That's crazy. You never been leaving this house for a battle event. Okay, switching on the Glock. Shoot you out your Crocs. Most hated cook up, grab it back. Put for 20 blocks. I'm a legend in my section. You a patient. I will watch you die from starvation. Get up on my share and go get seconds. Why they playing with him? That nigga Mills bought some shells with him. It's like the ghost of Big L with him. Eric, you on way up on that scale with him. It's that hell in a cell feeling. But I ain't wrestling no. Shit, I'm surgical with this bitch. You ain't never blow. Another 24-hour fitness baller calling out a professional. I think it's best you know. I ain't no gardener, but from the dirt, I will turn your ass into a vegetable. That glow you had evaporated. I'll roll the subjects, that's my favorite. And you getting killed because you calculated. And the day that you can fuck with me is the day 1 + 1 = 3. I put in too much work to
I don't know about that, Bob.
fuck DNA, I've been hip since I was A&P.
1 + 1 = 3.
I was running through the hallways, battling between every period. This was always extra cartridge. Sketch the artist, Eric, we need more passion. One hand over the other, I call it cross action. My queen killer told me. Ass lust, ass rex, ass move, they'll tell you. Facts. I ain't done with you. In the corniest nigga ever, award winner is. You ain't nothing special, nigga. You just a whole full bitch in your. I never heard nobody say foot on that. It never will. It's J Mills. Game over.
He just like surgically, like with that track, to me, he kind of like surgically like killed DNA. You know what I'm saying? It was like DNA did a song before that, and I ain't even gonna hate on DNA. I'm gonna play one of DNA songs. This is one of his songs that he dissed J Mills on. But I mean, it was just it was just crazy how he took his name. All right, let me see, what is it called? Space, yeah. About to show y'all what it was. Okay. What's it called? I think it's called Dirty Kitchen.
Cascade Platinum Plus has the grease fighting power of Dawn to remove tough, stuck-on foods.
Yeah, good battle is good though. I think for the culture, for hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
50% off Metro and Cricket.
You don't gotta go extreme, but just good bars. You know, the days of good bars, good lyrics. You know, substance. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with having substance. So he, this is DNA. This and J Mills, like called in the kitchen. Dirty Kitchen's called actually. That was J Mills' original jersey when he first was battle rapper.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Jarvis, the virtual artificial intelligence. Systems are now fully operational.
Peter Luger, say less. What am I thinking? 1,000 placements on TV shows. Now let that sink you down the drain. Wait for
This is J Mills.
Now I'm a kingpin. Can tell the time better when I land with the sky dweller in your face. When you gon' go die when I dissect you? The mechanics too mechanical. Watch how I apply pressure. Got the horn of the junkyard. Y'all can go tone now. Spin a block high. You and your car will broken down. You sure you wanna do this, man? I ain't know. Alright, nigga. Fuck it, I'm dropping on a Jackie Rob. It's really no more to do. Up the bat, but can't dodge your past. That 42. Then he moved to LA, so what? Without your team, was the first nigga swinging, but now you just out your league. See, I gave you the assignment, the cheat sheet for 3 weeks to find it. Update your resume, I designed it. You still coming back with this one syllable rhyming. Whether it's hot or not, when I'm dictating the climb. You're miserable, you're pitiful. Chris Brown ritual. At 11:11, make a wish for more residuals. It's biblical. God said, know about his profits. I know it's in his bank account. Know it's in his wallet. Back in battle rap, he was taking 2K deposits. Ask Beasley ARP if you think it's nonsense. Know this ain't good for him. A real battle with him. I know why you mad. It's cause I'm everything you could have been. I'm really just annoyed with. I winded up and toyed with. Milk for my enjoyment. I'm really disappointed. The difference is move with the angles, lux with the lyrics. Up on Linux, what you started, them other niggas finished. Now I get it, why you live it. All of your work's diminished. Did a battle for free and then Smack started a business. Over to you emotional. Get downplayed in minutes. Doing well, URL. They ain't even link you in it. I'ma serve you. Believe that. Ron Browns with the weak raps. The only time you bring your drums out is with a beat pack. Griselda reject, you wasn't even good to sign. Warren Bone, Westside Water Gun, and I shook his pride. My way, you on the 4th rope, and I took my time. They gon' feel some kind way about you in the butcher lines. You being a rapper, nigga, keep dreaming. Talk about my tooth, but all them plaques need a deep cleaning. I got the crown, you can see that I'm winning. Tell Mickey I'm speaking facts, we don't need your opinion. Hey Jarvis, we still ain't the president, so this shit is over. It's not right, you can't get your mind right. Early 2000s was your peak, was in a limelight. In hindsight, you buy likes. Never did the source give you 5 mics. SS diamonds, they never shine bright. I rhyme like everything I've been through in my life. Emotional, sensitive nigga, can't get his pride right. Maxing out your credit cards every time you swipe twice, bitch. You just acting like you rich. Makai fight. See, I'm really paid in full. I define style. My taste different. I wouldn't shop with Ron Browns. Champagne sipping. This stage different. This my crowd. In the sprinter with bottles. Let's hit the Apollos. How much for tree stumps? They need luck. So who's who? Don't let the blogs and cute life confuse you. Know you insecure. This ain't what you used to. Update your resume. You did this for proof.
So yeah, I want to say, you know what I'm saying? DNA was decent, but I just think he didn't have enough to come with J Mills and his, you know what I'm saying, expertise. J Mills is a polished, not only battle rapper, a polished, he can make songs, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play the Goodz joint and then end it with the J Mills, but I just want to get y'all familiar with what's going on, and I think basically Goodz and DNA just took them for granted, man. They didn't, or they didn't really, you know what I'm saying? They underestimated him, bottom line. And he came back and cooked them. So let me see. Okay, he got about 4 or 5 tracks, but I'm gonna play the first one, I guess. Let me play the first one. I don't know. I'll play it. Yeah, the first one was, oh man, it was super trash, but get y'all caught up. This is J Mills. This is a J Mills diss. This is Goodz, his first diss track. It looked like an anthem or a commercial or some shit.
The city is lit right now. Where are you at? The regular battle rapper is not doing anything, and then there's Goodz. His work ethic is kind of
supposed to be the Goodz diss track.
Whatever you be having in your mind,
the fucking games begin.
What's a wolf to a lion? What's a mouse to a giant?
Somebody this ain't being fair.
They gon' talk about it. They gon' hate on you, but they don't know what it takes. That's okay.
When you broke, that's when they love you more. I'ma get right to it, nigga. Me, I let that money talk. Show you how to do this, nigga. Front of me or front of me's? Right now, don't go move out, nigga. Friends become enemies. I seen shout-outs on the shootouts, nigga. Whoa. These diamonds dancing, move the light. If she take care of you, then tell me who's the man and who's the wife. I be snapping in the field, nigga. Riding from afar. You see me rapping behind the wheel. I'm in $100,000 car. We don't wait for checks. We make the checks. Little broke dummies got so much money I don't pay respect, huh? And this shit is pathetic. Why you living in your past? I'm buying gifts in my present.
It hurts when you can't feel. If you don't feel pain, then it ain't real. I said it hurts when you can't feel. And if you don't feel pain, then it ain't real.
What's a wolf to a lion? Can't compete with the king when he's silent. They gon' talk about you, they gon' tell you but they don't know the war you've been fighting.
What's a wolf to a lion? What's a mouse to a giant?
They gon' talk about it.
They gon' hate on you, but they don't know what it takes. That's okay.
New wins from old losses. It's money dreaming. Watching the wheels spin on them old Porsches. It's funny even. I'm almost a mil in. I can show portions. Guess the workers get mad when you friends with their old bosses, huh? And let's not talk about that shop of mine. Broke nigga, you gon' make me show my Shopify. Don't hate them. Don't block men in their phone player. You made it in the game, but was a fucking role player. Wait, let me calm down for these frauds now. Still wearing big clothes. Talking about the trap and the soul clown. Where's Big Rose? Tell him that he whack with a poor sound. Trying to gain reach, fat ass fall down. You'll probably cover more ground. To navigate where you going, you gotta quiet down. Not just be gassing these niggas to drive around. Well, it's cool, I got a few cars, nigga. You wanna find me, I'll be in Harlem at the juice bar, nigga. Yeah.
Nah, I wasn't really feeling that though. I'm sorry, y'all. So now I'm gonna play the J Mills joint, get it over with, and just come back. So this called Turn the Lights Off. Should I play that? This is his first disc, Turn the Lights Off, then you got Spin the Block. Let's do. He destroyed both of DNA. He destroyed DNA and Goodz with this track right here, I want to say.
Brighter and fresher. Meet our TurboTax experts in person and let them do your taxes for you. Now this is Taxes.
You are now listening to the sounds of
We got Ron Browns on the tracks. Can't go wrong.
I'ma crash. I saw this little podcast clip that made me laugh. Battle rappers turn brothers and I'm living in my past. And it's crazy cause them same niggas living in my past. Playing with my name, boy, you tripping, I'm a spaz. In the school I came from, you couldn't sit up in my class. You woke up on your birthday thinking about all my success and started sneak dissing with a purse strap to crush your chest. You talking like Escobar when you really get the barge. I slip talk card, get this barge. I'm talking spin cycle. It's a blessing I never been like you. Goodz and DNA, Randy and Marlon, never been Michael. Boy, I was moonwalking before you started spooning and forking. You niggas just some haters and groups who be talking. Goodz, you acting like a bitch in the chat, but nigga, when I say clocking, it's checkmate. Even at my worst, you couldn't see me on your best day. Fuck when you was born, I had to celebrate your death day. Fuck your voice notes, nigga. Please don't text shit. Going home celebration for niggas, that's the best way to get the point across when that point is crossed. darkness. I was born in it, molded by it. I'm so defiant. Your focus sighted, you glow inspired. You overstepped, so let's get this understood. You ain't never been great, nigga. Goodz just good. Nobody wearing that slick shit. And please hop off my dick quick. Got a lot to say about what I did, but you never did shit. Trailing me for 20 years, I know that's hard to live with. I was so slick when you walked, but you never slid shit. Trust me, Jarvis is something you don't want no part of. I'm a prison, you will hold yourself. I will outbar you. I'm from the home of the Carter. Make classics with Mr. Carter. You's a battle rap blogger that sell cologne and joggers. Why they started Jarvis? Cause you ain't never been a fucking artist. I'm Bob Ross, I show you with artists. I work doubles, I ain't taking nights off. This a closed casket, turn this motherfucking lights off.
That shit right there was like, that was almost like the nail in the coffin. Yo. I'm gonna play the other one though. The other one was even crazier. Cause he had a track called Spin the Block. This one called Spin the Block Again. Like, yo. It's good for hip hop, man. And I'm a hip hop head, so I love stuff like this. Fair use, fair use. J Mills changed the landscape. He destroyed 2 people, DNA and Goodz, by itself. Boy Ron Brown's on the beat. Yeah, this is good. You know, it's about originality, creativity. You know what I'm saying? Bars and lyrics. That's the essence. That's where it come from, and that's where, you know, it's going back to. You know what I mean? Back to the essence, to the origin of hip hop. Got to make good music. Feel me?
Sometimes you spin the block again. Goodz, I can take your whole store, bring it to my house and place it on the second floor and still have room for more. Fuck am I doing this for? I'm about to empty the bitch, let the clock run. We already stopped keeping score. If they all kings, then I'm here to overthrow niggas. I'm talking big facts like the snow patrol, nigga. Ain't gotta ask for that good at. I'm smoking on that Goodz pack. Talking bloody sick, the last place he stood at. Damn.
Oh my God, he used DNA, his slang. Get him the fuck out of here. That's crazy. What up, Capers? Peace in the building. I'm just breaking down that battle between J Mills and Goodz and DNA. J Mills, he killed DNA and Goodz by himself. Battle rappers put out classic music. Using DNA slang. Get him the fuck out of here. That's what DNA say when he battle. URL. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you. Crazy.
When I'm done with Goodz, I want to hear everybody say. It's J Mills. I'm the real slick talk god. You damaged Goodz now. This shit like, you shoot a 3-pointer with a tennis ball to a hula hoop. You smoking on that Goodz pack. best day. Harlem. Most hated uptown, downtown, crosstown. Poet gang. And take some of that money you up here rapping about and go get you a bigger house, nigga. Get out that apartment. You can't live in that BMW, boy.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it was good for hip hop. The battle, you know what I'm saying? Jay Mills displayed not why he's only one of the, you know, top battle rappers in the world. He's also one of the greatest rappers, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I might play that Goodz, his last track. He kind of came back, you know what I'm saying, with the beat. I mean, they was dissing AI, but both of them was doing AI. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I still think Jay Mills won the battle, probably like 2 songs ago. You know what I'm saying? Here your boy Goodz, he tried to come back. What's up? Now this one's a little bit better. I ain't gonna lie.
That thing gon' holler you. I swear when you a lame, a bunch of lames gon' follow you. My game more honorable. I'm stepping in the field. Me and you are not alike, cuz I represent the real. Yeah, we don't go hard with the cheap hate. We don't blog on niggas a week straight. If you ain't got no hoes, then don't brag. We don't rock big clothes with no swag. My Harlem niggas fresh. Yes, I put a check by it. Mills, you sure you from Harlem? Cause you don't dress like it. Wait, you think you a problem? Well, I ain't impressed by it. Mills, you sure you an artist? Cause you don't sketch like it. We don't take Ubers, we do cars. We don't argue like bitches. You a broad. Nicki, Wayne, Drake, my God. All you did was take up space around stars. And it took for me to get you lit. Truthfully, I ain't never hit you up for shit. You hit me to do the show. You hit me to do the part. Even your record label hit me to do your job. Wait, let's talk about the hate that's on my page. That you beg to leave a comment cause you're scared to get on stage. Wait, not stage. You step into the hardest. Your last 4 battles all happen in garages. Let's talk what you get paid. Shorty stop frontin'. I'm 40K a battle. You 2,500. 2,500. I spent that on a jacket. All this back and forth. Nigga, quit with all the racket. Another black owner they wanna brig, huh? Another real gold nigga that turn fake, huh? Back in that hoopty. Back to the pain pills. Back in that lane still. Looking for Game Mills, nigga. You ain't got no swag.
Yo, this shit's funny.
With the more size clothes. Said you normally get the bitch. But we ain't seen
Now that was cute, but I think Jay Mills ended it. His latest joint. Even Ron Browns made a track. I don't even think I'm gonna play that one though. But like I said though, you know, it was good for hip hop. Jay Mills, his latest track. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty much all of them. There's a couple more, but I'm about to play them all. It was good for hip hop. You know what I mean? Capers, you still in the building? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate everybody who's been in the chat, who's been viewing since I premiered. Had a good, couple topics I was, touching up on. First, I talked about the recent homicides in the 585 where I live, Monroe County. Monroe County, but I changed it to Monroe County. That's just figure of speech. Don't get caught up in the name. But I talked about that, homicides in Rochester. I talked about how they trying to make masculine the female, especially the black woman. And the one I was talking about, her name was Emilio something. I forgot her name. Some lady from UK. She plays in the movie Wicked, and they had her in a couple other Harriet and some other movies. But how they try to make the black woman feel that she's not even feminine no more. She's a straight man, like a masculine altogether. Feminine's out the window, and that's part of genetic annihilation and wiping out is when you don't reproduce. Because if a woman feels she don't need a man and she's not no kind of feminine entity no more, then she feels she can just go out and just do whatever. And that's a calculated way to, you know what I'm saying, break down the genealogy of a human race. If you're not reproducing, how are you able to, you know what I'm saying? And if you're dying off quicker than reproducing, then you're going to go extinct. The numbers are going to deflate. So that's part of, programming what they do. And I talked a little bit about that. And now I'm just talking about the battle. You know what I'm saying? You know how a lot of rappers or battle rappers or celebrities, whatever, they blog now. And it was some they had a blog, and some of the battle rappers, they took some shots. I think DNA and Goodz took some shots at Mills, and Mills, he gonna protect his honor. He came out and he just destroyed. He said, I don't think I want to do this. And at the end of the day, he showed and proved why he one of the greatest battle rappers and one of the greatest lyricists and rappers to this day. He been around since I remember the DVD days. When I first used to watch Smack, when they was walking around with the cameras, walking around the streets of New York City and other cities, battling people on the streets, raw footage. I seen that on the DVDs. And Jay Mills definitely was a veteran. Him and Mook started that streets battle rap, out in 8, 9 o'clock, 3-4 hours straight battles. You know what I'm saying? Hours of just spitting bars and you know what I'm saying? Now look what the culture has came, how far it is with technology and how advanced everything is with the battle rap culture. Even though it seemed kind of saturated at times, but this right here is really gonna help battle rap, and it's really gonna it's instilling and it's injecting some good hip hop culture in here, because the way they just broke the internet, because nobody was talking about nothing. And you got to think, in battle rap, Easy Block Captain and I believe, was it Cassidy, had a face off. They about to have a battle coming up. Nobody really talking about that, because everybody talking about this J Mills Goodz, versus DNA battle, and how J Mills just destroyed them and stuff. And you need a humiliating experience. Sometimes you got to get humbled and tell your ass sit down and you know what I'm saying, reanalyze things, you know what I'm saying, figure it out. You know what I mean? You got to do that. I want to, once again, peace everybody for being, checking on my live, checking on the channel, Justice Shabazz. It was fun. I got to do it again. I got to do this regularly. I'm trying to get these watch hours up. I'm at like 3,000 something. I got to get to 4,000. I appreciate y'all if I could watch. Even when y'all not watching it, you can watch my channel. Hit the play mix and just let it flow. I got to get these watch time hours up. I want to do a giveaway when I'm start getting monetized. When I'm really fully there, I want to do a giveaway to my loyal subscribers and my people that support me. I'm gonna do a giveaway and give back. Maybe it's a $20 gift certificate at Walmart, $50 gift certificate at Home Depot, whatever. I want to do something just for my loyal subscribers. Appreciate y'all for watching. Protons, electrons always cause explosions, like I always say. Like I said, Gunroe County, episode 6 coming real soon. We working on it, shooting. A lot going on out in this world. You know how it is. And you still got to keep grinding. Interviews coming, great content. Keep your boy locked and loaded. Appreciate y'all once again watching the channel. Have a good evening. Peace. Till next time. Already snows that time.